when you get a new set of tires installed, it's a good idea to go and check the tire pressure yourself, because sometimes they forget to air it down. They will add a lot of air to set the bead in the tire, and sometimes they forget to air it down for some reason or another. They might get a phone call or become distracted. And so I'm glad I checked this one, because it's running around 49 psi, and I want to put it down to about 34. So in this case, I had set the bead and forgot to check it, and I noticed that when I was driving it sounded weird and it handled a little funny. And so I decided to check it, and sure enough, it was way overinflated. And I think the other one is also, I'll check it too. And so you can't just assume it was done correctly. It's an easy thing to just check yourself, because by the time you realize it, you would have probably ruined the tire. I'm going to run it around 34. But you know, hey, to be totally fair to the guys that installed my tires on my rims, I dropped the rims off loose, so they had no idea what the recommended tire pressure was. And so that's probably the way they work. They seat the tire to a higher pressure. Then when they put it on the car, they adjust the tire pressure to what the car is supposed to be. And so I'm sure they just assumed that I was going to do that because I was going to put them on the car. And so that's a good thing to be aware of, is that tire, the bead seating pressure is much higher than the normal operating pressure. And so you want to check that, you know, when you get some tires put on, because, you know, they may forget, or they may get distracted. Or in my case, I think they just assumed that I was going to check it, and I did. And so there you go. That's just one of the things that can happen. Good idea to check your tire pressure, especially when there's a lot of temperature fluctuations.